So this is the pound USD analysis for Tuesday, 10th of October. And what have we seen? What has the market shown us? So we gapped up. The first candle on this hourly time frame has been bearish. We did find we did have a bit of a gap fill, but we didn't sell off from where prices have gapped up. We have not even tested the 200 period moving average up until most recently, just within the past 2 hours. So prices they do have a gap fill, and we did get a signal here to the upside, and prices did move to the upside to test the 131.47. I did expect it to go up and then possibly come back down to test the 130. So we've gone up to the 131.47. We were not able to hold that level. We've tested it 2 times now, but this 20 period moving average on the hourly time frame could provide some support, and for a further break of 31.47, if we do break above it and hold it, we'll be looking all the way up to where this 200 period moving average is on the hourly time frame, and that's currently sitting at 32.56. But the main level is at 32.81. These levels to the upside are possible if the price does break and hold 31.47. Now, to the downside, that will be keeping with the primary trend, especially on this time frame. And so to the downside, I would see another retest of the weekly pivot at 39.3, but ultimately we will be looking at 130, 129.83, so in that zone there, see how prices react, beneath which we have 28.80 and 27.74. Now, before we possibly even go down all the way down there, we will be looking at this little swing here as well at 130.31. Again, that level might hold as possible support. So it's difficult to have a bias now based on this analysis, as we are upping to resistance. But yep, I've already marked out what I'd like to see for a long trade. I've already marked out what I want to see for a short trade. So it just depends how prices react where they are at the 131.47. If we do break above and hold, in terms of we have a pullback, we have pullbacks towards 131.47. We see retracements to the upside from there. Then I'll be more confident taking long. Again, to the downside, if we do see a bearish engulfing candle or a pretty large candle to the downside, we can assume that it's a case of the buyers coming out of the market and providing the platform from which bears can drive the market down towards that 130 level. So that's my overall analysis for the pound USD. I suppose I could, before I go, I'll just have a look at the higher time frames and get scaling correct. If it works, come on. There we are. So we were in what appeared to be a pretty, on the monthly time frame, we did appear pretty bullish. But the previous months to the last, we did have. Well, the previous month we were putting in a bullish engulfing candle, but we sold off quite a bit from its highs. Now, currently this month we've continued the selling from this month's open, as can be seen by the pretty large bearish candle. Go down to the weekly time frame, just get another viewpoint. We've had 3 consecutive weeks of selling. The last week was a pretty big candle closing near its lows, so that could just be an exhaustion candle, whereby which the bears have given it one last go all the way into the 20 period moving average support on a weekly time frame. Currently this month we are trading above the week, and we're currently trading above the week's open. So if I go down to the daily time frame, I'm just going to have another quick look, and as you can see, On daily time frame, constant moving average here in black. We pull back a little bit from it. We pull back a little bit from it. So it's a case of whether we retest it or we break to the upside. So that should wrap up pound USD analysis. Before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.